Did you know that there's a huge difference between water extinguishers and water mist extinguishers? It's the truth. For one, water extinguishers typically shoot out water in a jet or stream-like fashion, where water mist extinguishers create a cloud of mist. The droplets for the water mist extinguishers are very tiny, almost the same size as flour. You know, like if you ever start making cookies and then you turn on the mixer a little too aggressively. For the biology majors out there, the water droplets are about the size between a red blood cell and slightly larger than a strand of human hair. In other words, they're pretty tiny drops of water. Another huge difference between the two is that water extinguishers can be filled by you using something as simple as a garden hose or your tap water. Water mist extinguishers, on the other hand, they require deionized water or distilled water. You see, these extinguishers are meant to be used on electrical fires, as well as the ordinary combustibles. In other words, they can be used on Class A fires or Class C fires, according to the NFPA definitions. To do this and to get the water droplets the right size, you're going to need deionized water, which is water that has all the ions removed and does not conduct electricity very well, or distilled water, which removes all particulates regardless of charge. Finally, another huge difference is that water extinguishers, they can shoot sometimes up to 50 feet. They have a very large range. If you're right next to a fire, you could spray the fuel source of the fire everywhere. They're basically like a giant squirt gun. Of course, that does not mean go out and use them as squirt guns. Be careful with that, kids. Water mist extinguishers create just a giant cloud that will kind of settle on to the fire and its fuel source, not really moving it around anywhere, which has kind of a deeper cooling effect.